In 24 BC, the Roman Empire faced an unexpected threat in the form of a revolt in Gaul, a region which Augustus had worked to pacify and integrate into the empire. This conflict was significant for Augustus's reign because Gaul was not only crucial to Rome's northern defenses but also symbolized the stability and success of the Roman Empire's expanding territories. Setting the scene, Gaul under Roman rule. Roman conquest and integration. Since Julius Caesar's famous conquest of Gaul nearly 30 years earlier, the Gallic territories had been under Roman control. The Roman administration had invested heavily in integrating these territories, establishing cities, fortifications, and fostering trade networks. Sources of tension. Despite Roman efforts, tensions simmered beneath the surface. Heavy taxation, Roman cultural imposition, and resentment over Roman garrisons led to increasing discontent among various Gallic tribes, particularly those with strong local identities and histories of independence. The uprising begins. The spark of rebellion in 24 BC, an influential Gallic chieftain, a former Roman ally, began to rally local tribes against Roman authorities. This chieftain, disillusioned with Roman governance, saw an opportunity to unite the discontented tribes and reclaim autonomy for Gaul. Small skirmishes escalated, spreading unrest across various regions of Gaul. Rome's initial response. When news reached Rome, Augustus understood the gravity of the situation. A revolt in Gaul posed a direct threat to Roman security and risked encouraging other territories to follow suit. Swift action was needed, but Augustus was mindful of appearing too harsh, which could ignite further unrest. Augustus's strategy. The deployment of Roman legions. Augustus sent experienced generals to Gaul, deploying Roman legions stationed nearby to contain the uprising. These legions were instructed not only to quash rebellion but to gather intelligence on the leaders and supporters of the revolt. Negotiation and diplomacy. At the same time, Augustus pursued a dual strategy of negotiation. His advisors met with Gallic leaders, promising reforms and reduced taxes if they would agree to return to Roman rule. Augustus sought to win hearts and minds, understanding that sustainable peace required cooperation rather than pure force. The conflict unfolds. The siege of Alesia revisited. As Roman forces moved into position, the conflict began to echo the siege of Alesia, where Caesar had previously subdued the Gallic leader Vercingetorix. The rebels attempted to hold key fortifications, but Roman military engineering proved superior, and the legions laid successful sieges. Suppressing the revolt through a combination of military might, tactical diplomacy, and offers of amnesty, the rebellion was gradually suppressed. Key leaders were captured or forced to surrender, and the remaining resistance crumbled in the face of Roman superiority. The aftermath and legacy. Augustus's reforms in Gaul. Following the revolt, Augustus initiated reforms to ease tensions. These included tax relief, greater local governance, and the establishment of veteran colonies to stabilize the region. Augustus was determined to prevent further unrest by addressing some of the core grievances that had fueled the rebellion. Impact on Roman policy. The revolt in Gaul underscored the need for a balance between force and diplomacy in maintaining empire-wide stability. Augustus's handling of the revolt solidified his reputation as a ruler capable of decisively managing crises while also listening to the grievances of Rome's provinces.